because your obligation at the end of the day for anybody is to make sure that you put your family ahead, right, for years to come. So again, if we look at the biggest business owners or the most wealthiest people, at least the people who are touted to be the most wealthy, they did so by one, acquiring real estate, but also just acquiring assets. And they did it by figuring out what were the legal loopholes that are already set up, right? That's really what it is when we talk about capital gains and deferring it, when we talk about the way that you structure your entity or your business. Do you have LLC or do you not? All of those things are legal loopholes, right? And if the government really hated it, right, that they would go in and they would put something in writing that says you can no longer do that. But they don't, because they understand that, again, it's a capitalist world and there's got to be loopholes for everybody and you can't go changing everything. So if you're not prepared right now, again, the number one step that I'm doing is I'm reaching out. If I'm you, and I'm reaching out to bankers, I'm reaching out to business owners, I'm reaching out to other entrepreneurs who do not look like they're struggling right now, and I'm trying to have a conversation with them. Right now, they could still be struggling. But if you know somebody that's a family friend, or if you know somebody that you've admired for a long time, just reach out and say, hey, you know what, this last 3 to 5 years, I haven't really been putting myself and my family in a position that needs to. And I know right now there's a lot of opportunity to reset situations. Do you have a banker or do you know of any programs that I should maybe be looking into that I could get, any type of one assistance or any type of knowledge from? So that's what I would say for anybody who's unprepared. For the people who are prepared, I think you already tapped into it. It's to really understand that for the most part, we were buying a lot of real estate and even stocks over the last 5 years because they were on the up and up and up. Well, we both can probably agree that you don't make your money when you sell at the end of the day. You make your money when you buy, right? That's when you make your money. So right now, if you could buy something that, again, just as you said, is somewhere between 30% to 85% discounted, right? Why would you not do that? So you have to be looking at it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got to be looking at it. And you also got to look at, and I'm not a stock expert. I don't claim to be, and never ever have. But you also got to be looking at what are the things that you believe is tried and true and will withstand the test of times. Like the airlines. We know that people have to travel, right? Once this is all said and done, people will get back into travel. Yep. Right? Maybe it's 2 years, 3 years, but the reality of it is whether we want to go to a vacation spot with our families, whether we want to, whatever it is, we need to get from place to place and we're not on state lockdown, we will need to travel. Not everybody's going to take cars because, that could be days upon end driving. So understand that the airlines, they will come back. Right? Understand as well that there will be lots of logistics companies, right? And agriculture companies because people will still need to eat. I think we're watching the news, Julie and I, earlier this week, and they were talking, they had a farmer on there. And I think he said he had to basically kill about 5 million crops.
Yeah, 70% is what I heard. They can't even give it away. They had to just basically lose 70% of their crops.
Yeah, which is absolutely crazy, right? So be thinking about those things as well of can you invest into any type of agriculture? Can you invest into the airlines? Can you invest into something that that's not, I'm not talking about tech and trend, right? Because I even just saw everybody's like, I can get Apple. But the reality of it is most people will not have the money to go now out and purchase an $1,100 iPhone.
Yeah.
Right? They just won't. And for some people who have, multiple phones, maybe they'll start selling on discounts and things like that. Like even these stores, people aren't all day lining up inside of Verizon and all that, but they still have all of this inventory. So they need to sell this inventory. So don't put that into the stock of a tech. In just my opinion, put it into something that, again, will withstand the test of time. So that's what I would say. But you have to invest because I believe that no one was made wealthy in any time through saving. So you have to figure out a way. Now, I'm not telling you to put all of your money if you can't pay your bills. But what I'm saying is, make sure that you have the right type of budget. And after all of your essentials is paid, if you have another $300 to $500, now is the best time because there's going to be programs and scenarios out there, at least for the next couple of years, to where you could say, I need more income coming in, and the government probably won't fight you as hard for you to find this funding because they understand what we've just been through over the last year and a half.